Greetings, survivors. I'm concerned. It's day 81. I spent days 78, 79, and 80 redoing my entrance. Um, it's 3 days, and I have a ton of work to do. As a matter of fact, I decided that, okay, I have 6 of these. I decided that I'm gonna make more. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this. I changed my mind on the armor piercing thing. I'll go over about that as well. Um, but let me get the burning barrel for the iron. No, cancel. Sometimes you click and the game doesn't click back. If you know what I mean. Uh, there's time to go there and back. I'm spending way too much time recovering from the horde. I don't have anything anymore. Look at this, guys. Okay, I have some 7.62 because I didn't actually use the normal ammunition much. The armor-piercing ammunition is gone. The exploding crossbow bolts, which I had over 150, I have 60 left. 25 Molotovs, all gone. Way too fast. All contact grenades, I had something like 12. The pipe bombs I had. Everything is gone. All the 9mm ammunition. All of it. There's no 9mm ammunition left from Horde Night. I keep getting hurt. I don't understand why or how. There's one thing I wanted to do here. So I made a list of things I want. No, not things I want. I'm going to survival mode here now. Okay. So basically, I want to concentrate on things I need to do to survive. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move all the health as well. Food, it was supposed to be just food and water, but it's gonna be health too. Or drugs, generally speaking. I also thought of making one just for ammunition. And it is tricky to place something here. Because I don't want it to expose to damage, splash damage, no? But I think I'm gonna make this another one right beside it for ammunition. If only the gun safe, the safe was big enough, but with the amount of ammo that I have to use, it did. It did have a lot. It had 1,200 hit points. So that's good. 1,200 hit points is good. I'm not going to use the baseball bat. That's one of the decisions I made too. We will go over these decisions in just a second, guys. Let me move the stuff back. I want to get stuff going as fast as possible. So I divided, I made a list. So things about defense, things about offense. In addition to that, okay, it's fast enough that I can make the two here. In addition to that, I really need to get rid of these two arrows. I did get a compound bow with space for 2 mods. That one can take the arrow rest. It's funny that the arrow rest, it had been added to the game but not reported. I mean, the mod was added to the game, but it wasn't lootable. The schematic wasn't lootable back in Alpha 17, and I reported that that was the case. I thought I had an extra polymer thing. You know what I think I should be doing? I think the high quality weapons I should sell with the mod. I think it's way more expensive than without the mod. Yeah, I don't see. No. Okay, let's get this show going. Oh, it's 3 white. Okay. Well, it fits there, and it fits there by the forges as well, which is kind of right. I want about 2,000. What? Forged material. It is not forged material, I know. In fact, let's move oil shale coal out of forge. And I'm gonna move it to a new place. There, I think. Because it doesn't have space here. It has space here, but it's kind of on the back. I'd rather have things closer to the front. I can place there. And I can grab some nails and make a sign. Yeah. But anyway, if I have 6,000, I want 6,000 is was that all my coal? No, I must have more coal here. Yeah. So it's 1 to 1. So if I make 2,000 gunpowder here, it's 90 minutes. So it's gonna be about 100. So 2000 here. That's not enough. Okay, 109. On this sign. Chemicals. I bet I can take stuff here. Moldy bread, recipes, antibiotics. It doesn't say the station, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the chem station. Medicine, antibiotics here, right? The testosterone extract, moldy bread, can of dog food. I actually got a good amount of it. That's just buying from the trader things. Blood bag, can use one of these. Every now and then. And in fact, the Yes Science has all this the medicine stuff. I was surprised at first, but it from that perspective, it makes perfect sense, right? I want to eat this and drink this. Anyway, this, and this, move all of that there. And also the grain alcohol. Yeah. Not all of it, but most of it is goes here. I think that's a sign of, I think it's a good sign for alpha 18 that we actually have, we can actually make a chess where the stuff is basically stuff for the chemistry station and nothing else. Or little else, anyway. I need to destroy this thing here because I cannot place anything here on this side. I cannot walk on it or through it. I can walk on top of it. But if I so much as place a wood frame block on top of it, yeah, you see? I can place a wood frame block underneath it by pointing to the wall. Oh, now you accept something because there is the chemistry station beside it. Yeah. But if there wasn't the chemistry station beside it, things would fall from this side here. Do I have any metal furniture here? I do. If I need more, I'll use more. can leave all my beakers there as well, and all my cooking pots, and all my cooking grills, which I don't think I have. Well, I have one more. Really don't need to have that because I can craft it. But there you go. Oh, I cannot craft the polymer. That sucks. But I think I need to switch from the compound crossbow, which is awesome. It's doing 79 range of damage. I need to use the arrows. In fact, I need to use the flaming arrows too. Uh, get this guy here. So with the steel arrows, I'm doing half the damage I was doing with the compound. Half the damage. Finally I can aim with the bow with the flaming arrows without obscuring my vision completely. Well, that's improvement. In my book at least it is. Okay, so defense and offense. On defense I have, on each one I divide between base and myself. So on the base side for defense, I need to wire everything. I have the tripwires and dart traps and electric fences wired to each other, but I haven't wired them to the power source. I need to do that. I need to build new sections to extend the walkway enough to kill the zombies, because zombies were able to go through all of it without getting dead. I need some sort of warning system when the zombies actually get through. I need to do steel upgrades on some sections, so that they don't. If the walkway collapses, it's gone. We saw that on last Horror Night. Unfortunately, it was, one, easy to fix, and two, um, they didn't do that again. After the first time, it didn't happen again. But if it happens again, and happens again and again, I cannot do much. Now, another aspect I have to take into account is drugs. So this guy here, for example, it adds 3 to strength. So I can use this. I mean, the carry strength I don't care for. In fact, let me check something here, because I wanted to see. Okay, this seems okay. This much is what I cannot wear. Now let's get near the glasses and cigar back. Okay, they don't have no influence. I cannot place mods on them. And then I have my clothes, my BDU bottom and top. Each one of them saves 2. And then the ladder duster. That's 2 more. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's four things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can take the pockets out of something. Well, the helmet has no pockets actually. Have that and that and that and that. And if I place a helmet, I still have that thing. Okay. So things are measured correctly. And one of the things I had was checking the armor. Not this armor, but actually checking the steel armor. So I have the boots, I have the helmet, leg, torso, and gloves. Um, check how much armor, check on using that. Oh, bandolier, by the way. One of the decisions I have, the one why I stopped making the armor piercing, is that this part of the faster reload thing comes from the gun skill. So the AK and the M60 are here. I have none of that. So the bandolier only goes so far. The rest you have to get from the gun skill. And I don't. I don't have any gun skill on fortitude. I don't have any points on fortitude or even something that increases fortitude. Actually, I do have something that increases fortitude. Um, so this one is for Cage. Try Champ Chowder. That's the fortitude for you. Uh, now I have slightly okay. That's also good. Steak and potatoes. I need a little bit of steak and potatoes as well. Let that thing finish going up. So yeah, no, here, there, sham chowder. That's the way you do it. Bandolier. It also has mining. So I can place 2 mods here, 3 mods here, 4 mods on the others. Um, boots, only 2 mods. I don't have a lot of customized fittings, but I think I can make them. Can I? Customize the fitting mods, I can. So I'm wondering if the water purifier prevents you from ever getting sick like I just did. That would be very useful. Of course, the forges don't do anything, but yeah, the camp stations do attract screamers. Yeah. So the water purifier mod adds 100% resistance. She's on that side. Died. I don't see zombies coming from any other direction. Okay, 98, 172. I wanted to know if this thing stacks or not. So eating two of them, will that get me to 200? That's my question. So if I can make customized fittings, then I'm gonna sell the improved fittings. And that brings me to that other question. So for example, if I have a leg armor, the leg armor is 1289. Okay. The leg armor is 1339. The improved fittings is 45. The leg armor with the improved fittings did not change the price. Huh. I wonder if this is something about armor, because guns at least used to change the price. And on the, you can see on the XML things about changing the price because it's got mods in it. Let me sort this. So impact bracing reduces fall damage. That's important because I might forget to keep cash on me or put away the cash for some by mistake, that sort of thing. What's gonna be the color, like the Horde Knight color? Wish I could do black. I don't have enough black. I think either brown or yellow. Could do green as well. Let's see. I like green. Not really. No, it's gonna be green. We'll place that and that. Place that and that on the bandolier. That and that. And this one has a mod already. That and that. And more. So on my military helmet, I'm wearing, yeah, I think the things I'm wearing are important. The stealth thing, the movement thing, and the heat thing. Uh, but maybe on Horde Night, I mean, maybe this is enough. I don't need heat, I assume, on the place I am. But I would like to have the customized fittings there. I have, no, my military boots only take 2. That's why I don't have the impact bracing. Oh, storage pocket mods. I forgot those. So I need 4. So it won't go on the helmet, that's fine. But well, it's either the water purifier or the fittings if I want to preserve this. I have water that does not give you anything, so it's better to just use that. Well, leave it around. I'm not sure I can make that. Modify, modify. Okay, so this takes one more, which I want to use for the customized fittings so that I can take, I won't get overloaded. Takes one more for customized fittings. Takes one more for customized fittings. Takes 2 more. and doesn't take any more. Fittings here, here, here. Fittings 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I had fittings on one of them already. Did I not have one extra customized fittings? Modify this. It's easier if everything is always in the same place. Just plain easier. Oh, right. There it is. So that's 1, 1, 2, 3. And the legs can take one other piece of armor. You cannot take 2 pockets, so it doesn't solve that issue. Well, right now I'm not sure what to place on the leg armor. But let me get the customized fittings mods. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leather, duct tape, plastic, mechanical, and silicate. That's easy. Leather, duct tape, plastic, mechanic, sewing kit. 4. Okay. Attacks, lower body, legs, armor. Armor mods include advanced muffle connectors, cooling mesh, customized fittings, double storage pockets, improved fittings, insulated liner, muffled connectors, plating basic, plating reinforced, storage pocket, triple storage pocket, and dies. The leg armor doesn't have anything special, so it would have to be one of the muffled connectors, which is, I mean, it's kind of pointless to place them. So where did the food go to? Okay, so food does stack, so I can eat it and... Come on, game, that's bullshit, and you know it. And you take damage from being hungry. Come on. 2 times in a row, that's like... I probably don't have any more muffled things. Oh. So I can place like an insulation on it. It can be a little bit cold on the forest. When I take the clothes off at night in particular, sometimes it gets cold. I think I made one more than I needed. Okay, has one, needs one. So if I were to wear this, I still have 100% thing. Stamina regeneration is -6. Mobility is 81. Armor rating 78. Yeah, I'm noticeably slower. And the stamina regeneration is nothing to... Let's see. Water is maxed out, right? No. Looks like water also decreases. Or maybe that's a consequence of the blood drawing. Anyway, 78. Okay, stamina was affected. No, this stamina is being affected by Yuka. This gives you bonus. 81, 78. I think those are the most important things. $54, 97%. The mobility, yeah. The mobility with the military armor is way better. But it's Horde Knight. I don't need to move around much. And stamina per second 0 with the Yuka. Whereas with the heavy armor, it's sub-zero. Okay, I'm going here in this direction while I get back to... I did finish placing everything, right? Yeah. 2, 4, 4, 3, 4. Well, technically, yeah, I think technically it should be like this, because if I have... No, because if I don't have anything special, if I don't have anything special, it doesn't go. It's just that the thing that it's the armor for the foot that's getting in the way there. Well, that's not where I intended to place it, but it will work. Okay, so there's the wiring. Where was I? Yeah. Some sort of alarm system. The critical steel upgrades. The drugs. I was at the drugs. Moonshine. I can make moonshine. It doesn't last long, but it has damage mitigation and it has stamina regeneration and a lot of health and 100% stun resist and a lot of melee damage. And then there is painkillers. The good old painkillers have 100% stun resist and 10% damage mitigation plus the health. So there are two drugs I don't have here. I can come directly here. Fort bites I cannot make. Steroids I took there already. Recog is there. I cannot make that either. I thought I actually could make recog. Okay. But I can make the grandpa stuff. So this takes cornmeal, grain, alcohol, blueberries, bottles of acid. So the blueberries, cornmeal, grain, alcohol, and acid. Acid, the cornmeal, which I cannot use at the moment because well, I can make more fish tacos actually. With this, isn't it? And the grain alcohol. It's enough for 4. Except for the cornmeal. Can I make cornmeal? Can I make cornmeal here? I can. So I can grab corn, which I have plenty of. I can turn that corn into cornmeal. I have a round number. Did I not make it? Okay. So cornmeal. I can make one more and then I'm out of blueberries. I have blueberries. I have to harvest my farm. In fact, let's go do that while this is going and while I can hopefully keep talking. So drugs, the steel armor, and having canned food. So that food chest, I'm gonna place all the canned food there. Instead of scrapping or eating everything I find. Sometimes I will do that because it's inventory space. But generally speaking, I'll just have all my canned food at the chest. It saves space on this chest here. Um, so I don't end up eating it um, to open space. Then I have a source of food supply that is safe from what just happened. Okay, I suppose this is a bit of a problem. I'm carrying too much stuff. Oh, because I have all these pills that are supposed to go on the steroids. They give strength. Strength means more damage with the melee weapons. Yeah, so this is the drugs. Oh, the moonshine, yes. Chest. I'm gonna move the rest of my canned food there as well. Oh, let's finish this. was here. Looks like I lost seeds again. That's annoying. It's gonna be potato seeds. What? Where? Oh, okay. I had started this line here. Right. Can I make that potato seed? No. I do need potatoes. One of the basic ingredients for everything. I'm in the wrong line. I am in the wrong line. Of course I am the wrong line. Damn it. A golden rod, which I think is the only thing I cannot make. Right. Then I can come here. Yeah, only 4 potatoes, so I lost a potato somewhere. Well, not somewhere, I know exactly where it is. But somehow, the hidden stash was damaged, I had to fix it. I lost actually 2 potatoes. Or 1 potato and something else. By the way, this is nothing what I planned for today. Blueberry seeds are on me, so I can make the last moonshine. Drop this back here. And I have some antibiotics back at the base. I don't have herbal. Gonna take half the herbal there. And I should have plaster cast there, but I didn't move it, I think. Okay. So bring the blueberries here. Let's return the acid. Okay, I have just enough potatoes to make a potato seed. That's unfortunate. There's something else I wanted to do here. Well, I wanted to protect this place. I think what happens is that when the vultures spit at me from that direction, it hits the base, like it comes in a nearly horizontal trajectory, and it hits this, it hits that, it hits downstairs, it hits the bars. That's what I think is happening. So for the farm in particular, the priority will be to build a barrier in front of it. I'm also gonna change here some of this stuff like chrysanthemum. Okay, chrysanthemum I use for paint, for example. Goldenrod I'm not using for pretty much anything. Blueberries I use for the moonshine. Moonshine is not something I'm particularly enthused about. She's there, Jim. So I don't need to collect everything every time. But because everything is like, oh damn it, I was wondering if I could fix the soil with right click, and of course that's the power attack. Because things are mixed up, it's difficult to actually get only what I need. But the farm will probably have to fend for itself. I mean, I started this video was early morning, and it's now, yeah, late, and I haven't done anything really. Well, okay, I did a couple of things. Hello. Potatoes. Goldenrod. Mushrooms. Blueberries I have exactly 10 of. I really ought to have more blueberries than that. And I have a blueberry field right next door. I wonder if I shouldn't hit it and start planting blueberries on the lower floor. Coffee also only 10 of, but coffee I use less, and I have a lot of it. Corn I had a lot of, and that's very good. It's also used for a lot of different things. And finally the yucca. So did I have exactly 10 potatoes? Goldenrod, potato seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's had 11. Don't think that's a bad thing. Now, so on offense, I need ammunition for the dart traps. I think the front dart traps are all set. Yeah, I didn't have the herbal here. I do have the plaster cast here. Okay. I think the front, and I made the door here. Yeah. 500. 500. Now, I don't expect these to actually ever be used unless zombies break through here, break the ground. Even if they do, like they did last time, it's not gonna cut the path for them. It's just gonna dip one because this is solid. This is like if they break the top floor, they can drop down to the one floor and continue. This one here is solid as well. So this was solid and this was not, and they broke here. And they broke various pieces of the stairs, but they walked around that, which is what I want to happen here. Okay, so these dart traps are all okay. And in fact, there is a lot of wires that were not wired correctly there, mostly because of the changes I made. So I have now the half blocks here, and in fact, this is a eighth block, this is a quarter block, and these are half blocks. And half blocks down the side. Um, Here you can see the half blocks from one side to the other, half blocks at the back, half blocks at the front. So it's all halved. Here as well, and there, and there, and there. Um, so this has at the back, this has at the back. This one doesn't have at the front. This has front and back. So this guy and that guy have plates at the front because there is no space here. If I moved this one block back, I wouldn't have space in the the tripwires will not reach the corner ones. So that. So this one doesn't have enough. This one doesn't have enough, has, which kind of indicates to me, oh yes, I lost the lower tripwire. I really have to double check the wiring here as well. I checked the wiring there. I don't think I checked the wire on these straps here. Uh, okay. I think I was crafting darts. Maybe I used all the darts I crafted on the to get the um, that's basically all I have. It's 40 seconds each, so I only needed 7. I'm out of brass. Let it finish. I'm out of brass. I'm out of ammunition. I'm thinking of splitting ammunition in a separate box. I do have gunpowder. It's the brass as it's going. So yeah, let's talk about that. So on attack, the base dart traps, and that means mining iron because I'm out of my iron again. So 6,000, that's, yeah. It's like a ridiculous amount of iron here. Oh, that is already fitting clay. Okay. Let's make the remaining dart traps. 2,000. I should be able to make 2,000. No. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it's 3 iron. Right. Right. It's 3 iron. So one dart trap, which is 1,500. 4,500 iron. And that's with the reduced costs. Crafting speed, smelting speed. Um, Advanced engineering. Yeah. All forged recipes cost 10% less. I don't know. I'm not seeing 10% less here. But it perhaps out of wood. Perhaps um, when it subtracts the iron, it subtracts less than the amount it should subtract. I don't know. Say if I make 10, say it's going to subtract 30. So from 1944, nope, it's not going one single beat less than it should. Or perhaps it goes for the normal recipe is 4. I don't know. I know that I'm not getting, or maybe it adds 10% more iron than when melting. Maybe, yeah. But this should be, I think this will be enough to fill the dart traps without adding any new dart traps, which is a rather relevant point. Turret ammunition. Yeah, I mean, I need ammunition for me. I don't have any ammunition for my guns. I have that 7.62, and that's that. I have Magnum ammunition, but Magnum is not going to cut it on Horde Night. Um, I suppose it could cut a little bit on Horde Night, but not without armor piercing. And the ammunition I have is not armor piercing. It does a lot of damage. Um, so I need to make ammunition, and I cannot spend my resources on 7.62, particularly the gunpowder. I cannot waste those resources. So what I need to do is put all my stock on the 9 mil. That means enough 9 mil for the turrets. The bullet casings is what kills me here. So that's in normal. That's just 2 slots on a turret. I do need the armor piercing, which is double gunpowder cost. So I will shoot armor piercing, I think, with the pistol on the armored targets and use the submachine gun on the rest with the hollow points. So the armor piercing here, and then the hollow points, which uses more bullet tips. Fortunately, none of them uses more casing. Okay. That's all my casings. I can have more here. I'm not going to craft because this is going to fill all slots. I don't want to lose anything. This thing is prone to losing. Losing stuff. I like this board a lot. I don't want to destroy it, but I could use another chest or two. Okay. So I can make 500 here. Add a little bit of brass and perhaps a little bit of lead. Yeah, I mean, maybe this will stack, but I'm not getting enough of it to make it worthwhile. So 500 was 4 minutes and 35 seconds. There. And this one doesn't. Just leave it crafting. So yeah, no more M60 for me until I can actually get the magazine that teaches it, which I can only get by going to the traders and looting and going to the traders really, because if I just go to the traders, I don't have anything. And I'm spending all my time mining or working on the base. Right now, just working on the base. Now, buy ammunition. So I think I will have to buy, I don't like buying ammunition because it's way too expensive. But I think I might have to resort to that. Now, one thing that is on my list, which I'm going to do right now, I should have done this as well when I... The cotton is already going all the way around. Which was my original intent. But I think I'm gonna save the remaining hop. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna save the space on top here for farm expansion from there. So if there are seeds from that I want to... I'll continue to expand on the hops to have it all around. The cotton is done. That's it. I really want to work on this base, the interior of the base, like make use of the other rooms here. This is where I actually wanted to place the camp stations. You can have one here, one here, one here. That's perfectly fine. And that trash is going out. And up here, um, there's something I wanted up here. I don't remember what it was. I could place turrets up here, working turrets. And there is a bunch of speakers. I thought of using them, wiring them. I'm not sure they can be wired. Well, that's the top floor, and there's like this whole section here, but whatever. And remember, I wanted to make place a blade trap here, so the zombies and restore the stair. And then there's this space here, which can be used for kitchen. And then I go downstairs, the security area here. I can break this. In fact, I should. No, I shouldn't. There is like this secret area there. Now, some people said that I should spike this the loot here. Maybe they are right. Like a convenient safe, gun safe, and weapon bag store. So it's day 81. On day 111-ish, 112-ish, I should have something. But yeah, expanding out that means first I need other stuff. Now, still on the fence, I need a new section so there's more space to kill the zombies. And that corner needs, I plan to use a blade trap there, which is very effective. If I use it at the, if I use a blade trap here at the feet level of the zombies, then there is a big chance of crippling them, either removing the leg or just making them slower. Either thing works for me. Either thing works for me. Um, I should have dropped some stuff. Well, I cannot. I don't need to do that now. It is a screamer. No, it's a dead screamer. So, yeah. This guy's here. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's irritating when I'm working and falling on top of these things. I might do a belt of steel, but there's no belt of steel anytime soon because I don't have iron for it. And I need to do the critical steel upgrades on the base so that the path does not get interrupted by explosions, by, I don't know. I think a demolisher may have fallen. A lot of hits here. I think a demolisher may have fallen, and when zombies fall, they often attack. And they attack whatever it is within their reach, which in the case would be the walkway. So I think that walkway was broken by a demolisher being pushed out by the other zombies from the path, falling and attacking the air and hitting the. Need to replace, upgrade a lot of things here. I did not realize that. So I'm gonna skip that one. And hitting the walkway and destroying it in one hit, yes, one hit. That's the demolishers for you, or demolition man, or whatever it's called. it's not worth doing this right now. Because I want to properly, this one it's worth doing because it's not supporting anything. Those are, and I don't want to collapse this before I have the exact model for it. Now this, for one thing, it should handle the screamers if the screamers decide that they don't want to go all the way around to the front entrance. And in particular, if I leave the, once this gets to the level, as long as it's 3 deep, it's not going to, it doesn't provide the zombies with an entrance. They might still go for it, but um, it's not an optimal path for the zombies. There. So I had 300, and if I discount the one that I skipped, 57 left, which means 240, 240. Maybe I should do up and down so I don't need to crouch. I mean, I don't need to crouch, but I need to do two things instead of one. So there's that. 200, 240, 243, 243 spikes. Times 2 for that level, and then each level going out is going to add I think 8 more spikes. Yeah, each level out is adding 8, I think. Yeah, I'm not full enough. Okay, so there's this. And this is effective. This is going to kill a lot of zombies. This is going to kill a lot of zombies. That guy there. How come it's so difficult to hit it with a pickaxe or with a fire axe, and so easy to touch it while walking? No? I wonder if this is the exact same place. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. The zombies keep attacking around here because when I'm at the base and they detect me, they don't really path all the way around. I wonder why right here. And the fact that I have a basement also means that they can dig to that basement, and from that base they can walk up to me. Still further ahead. Yep, there it is. How effective is the light from this guy here? Yeah, it's not a lot of light, and oh, it does not attract zombies. See? The stealth meter is the same. Yeah, this is the only problem is with spikes, I'm more likely to drop on the spikes when trying to jump to that door. Which is disagreeable to my person. Gotta stay low or I'm gonna get hit by the roll bridge and stuck inside the ground. And that's rather disagreeable. All the wires, yeah. They should have been even lower to hide them from completely. But, well, that was it. Yeah, more spikes. Let's start like here, for example. 243 and then 251. I know that I used that spike there, and I might have used one elsewhere. That was supposed to be a normal rotation. So I should have just rotated 45 degrees. Just because I did the copy rotation, it changes the mode. So instead of 243, 242. 242. That number makes more sense, to be honest. The turret. I still haven't picked the turret, picked back the turret. Yeah, even on top I'm using the half blocks. I'm hoping that because they are thicker, they will protect better against splash damage than these plates here. You'll see. I have no faith in this section here. Oh, yes, I also turned all of these into plates as I intended. The ones at the support pillar positions are steel to carry more load. Okay. So the mode spikes, the blade on new section. That's for the base. For me, switching to the 9 millimeters. Are the guns here or at the base? They're at the base. Let's go get them. One interesting fact about the drum magazine. No, it's here, damn it. One interesting fact about the gun magazine. I made sandbags, so replaced a couple, but the problem is that I cannot place sandbags on top of those plates, right? The fences. So in parts where I place fences where sandbags had been destroyed, I will need to destroy the fence, dig, place a wood frame block there, blah, blah, blah. That's ammunition. Okay. This is ammunition as well. Can feel a little bit of a okay, I think that's it. That's one reason why it's a good thing to separate that stuff. You see that it's easy not to notice. When you're watching the video, it's much easier to notice things in the inventory than when you are actually playing and looking for them. Okay, so one thing about the drum magazine is that it increases the reload, well, it decreases the reload speed. So it's faster to reload with this. I have no ammunition here, so let's see, modify. So if I carry like the M60 and I reload, um, the M60, okay, it's quite slow to reload, but with the drum magazine, it's faster than without the drum magazine. Hmm. So the SMG is using the magazine extender. The magazine extender doesn't have this capability, but you can place a drum magazine in the SMG. I don't have any extras, but I can craft a drum magazine. Not here, but let's see what it costs and then use the other workbench. I really should craft a second workbench here. Workbench. Range claw hammer, wood, forged iron, mechanical parts. Not a lot of forged iron left. Not a lot of wood left. I really need to go on a wood grind. And so it needs a claw hammer, which I usually place here. May have moved to not stackable. The range of not stackable for that express purpose. Leather and duct tape. 2 minutes. Okay, meanwhile, drum magazine. And the extender magazine can go on the normal pistol. To mean taken, yeah, I didn't want the full auto trigger anyway. The Magnum really doesn't have a lot of options. I think these were just for the duct, for the claw hammer and stuff I got from the outside. I'm gonna take the ammunition up front. Block damage 2500. Now this guy here, the frags only do 20 block damage. So this guy here can be used, and I believe I can make a rocket launcher. But if I do make a rocket launcher, I should probably first yeah, unlocks rocket launcher. So this is the skill that unlocks, which means this is also the skill that gives me the quality. So I should probably make this change here before making it. Does the rocket launcher have quality at all? Yes, it does have quality, and quality 2 because I have 1 point in that skill. So yeah, it's a little bit more forged iron, which I do not have at all. Forged iron 11. Yeah. Five minutes. Just 2 forged iron, and I can be on my way. Crafting a new workbench. Let's get back here and look again for the. I keep getting sidetracked. Oil, steel, and plastic. Okay. Now oil, I finally can get a lot of oil. Steel, plastic. Missing something. Oh, it does use mechanical parts. Okay. So 4 minutes, 3 minutes for this. We can easily go there and it's day 82, only 3 days left. Only 3 days left. Electric fence posts, yeah. Does the pistol have the silencer? Yes. Because at night I get extra damage on silenced weapons. So the range damage here is bigger because it's night. Same 54, we should really check again in the morning. Yeah, that reloads pretty fast. Doesn't have the RAM magazine. And the extended magazine does not grant that. Do I have any 9mm here? No, no 9mm here. We'll do the experiment. It's gonna take a while to finish. Let me check for. I do have forged steel. Okay, I do have a good amount of forged iron I can bring back. I really need to go out mining. So, comment to myself, let the base fight. So instead, just turn on everything, right? It makes sense to alternate the stairs. It makes sense to alternate the stairs because I'm throwing Molotovs there, and they need time to burn to death. So the base does some damage to them and slow them down, and the slowing down is the biggest part of that because as they are slowed down, I can burn them. But because this sequence is close together, if I just turn both at the same time, they're going to go here, get slowed down, and go here, get slowed down, and get killed, but they're going to destroy, damage the electric fence in the process. So if I turn on only one section until that section is no longer slowing them down because the electric fences are shot to hell, and then turn the other section, I get an extended period of them being slowed down there, which is the biggest part. But from here on, I mean, this is my place, and I shouldn't be shooting at them. I should wait for them and melee them. And there is one section about melee as well, uh, which, well, I'm going to talk about shortly. And once they're past me, I mean, if they're past me, the base should kill them instead of letting it get to me. So uh, it makes some sense to not turn on the section right in front of me, so I have more time to kill them, but only for as long as there is barbed wire there. Once the barbed wire is gone, and I suppose I could replenish barbed wire easily right in front of me, right? Once the barbed wire is gone, then it has to be turned on. So, but other sections, which I guess it's only one so far, it should be always on. Okay, there. Let me get these guys here. Oh, I should have returned this. Yeah. They should go back to the front entrance also. So the AK, the M60 has the anti-rad, but I'm using the M60 for the demolishers, which do not have radiation. So they should be the other way around. No, it does have the rod and spring. Yeah. Like that. Nice morning. And that's one day, mostly on waffling and things like moving things in inventory, crafting stations, things that don't really add much, and that I could have done much faster. It wasn't also talking about it. But talking about it, I mean, it helps. It helps you double check that plan. If you have to explain something, sometimes it's harder to explain to someone else than it is to explain to yourself. And if it is harder to explain to someone else than it is to explain to yourself, then it's not really harder to explain to someone else than it is to explain to yourself. It's just that it doesn't make sense. All right. So let's open this, Okay. So pistol, no, pistol. The pistol should have the hollow points. No, the pistol should have the armor piercing. Pistol on daylight, 54 damage. Okay, so it doesn't show on the stats, but silence weapon do 10% more damage. Oh, that's just silence at all. Okay, so yeah. I mean, it will be like if I modify it and take the silencer out. If I take the silencer out, it's 52, but has no penalty. If I put it in, it's 54 with a penalty of -1. -1 for the silencer, but it's greater because it increased the damage due to the magazine. Now let's load this, guys. Armor piercing for the SMG. What with the SMG? Armor piercing for this guy here. 121. So apparently this magazine size is very small for this submachine gun because it looks like Run Spartan has a 180 magazine round. Yeah, I would like a 180 magazine round. And this one takes the normal bullets. This uses, it's actually pretty fast. This uses the MAD, the red remover. It's again mostly for the, well, this is for the radiated, right? If it's not radiated and it's not radiated and it's not, I really have to make more exploding crossbow bolts and I have to make a lot more, um, I have to make a lot more Molotovs. Yes. And the darts, I managed to put all of them. That's excellent. Electric fence posts. And the concrete. Okay. So this guy here, drum magazine. So add the drum magazine to it. No, before adding the drum magazine to it. Okay. Reload. Let's go back. Modify. Add the drum magazine to it. Yeah, I suppose it's slightly faster. Um, this should be under the gunslinger skill. 20% faster plus a bandolier. I don't know. It doesn't really feel faster to me. It doesn't at all. Uh, but so I have the armor piercing, which is on the pistol. So that's on the pistol. And the Magnum has a nice thing. Um, Sprinting, bartering, last shot does double damage. More damage with Magnums. Less damage when wearing a suit, not wearing a suit. Um, Shotguns from Magnum penetrate enemies. So even the regular and the hollow point ammunition can hit targets behind them, which is why I like the hollow point with the Magnum. It does like maximum damage. It doesn't help against armored enemies. Well, not a lot. But I'm using that for now. Armor piercing. Yeah, it just started on the next set. So anyway, this guy here is supposed to use the hollow points. The armor piercing. No, 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 no. This guy here is using the armor piercing one. Okay. This one is gonna target the demolishers, which are armored. So this is the demolisher gun, right or not? No, the pistol is the demolisher gun. Yeah, that's right. The pistol is the demolisher gun. So this is the normal zombies. Many zombies, fast rate of fire. A few zombies, armor piercing. Well, this is for the armored zombies. Drop those there. And these guys here are for the, no. Wow. These guys are for the turrets. So this one is finished. Yeah. So, and in line with using the 9 mil, because that's what I can produce in bulk, and it's also what I have skill for. So it has bonus from reload speed, for example. I should use, yeah, I should use like more grenades and explosive. I really should have done the um, Molotovs. The final thing is melee. So I have two quality 6. I believe one of them I got on the last Horde Night. And I have one which has the rad remover and serrated blade. Okay, I need to modify this. So that they have the stuff on the same order. Okay, this has a grip. This does not. Now the important part here is rad remover is on the same category as the hunter. So if I want a rad remover, it needs to be no. Yeah, rad remover and hunter. Yes, but both of them have the serrated blade as well. And the serrated blade is in the same category as the weighted head. And the weighted head mod, I found out, goes pretty much anywhere. Like anywhere. Do you want to punch zombies down? And yeah, this thing here has to go for sale, damn it. Place a weighted head on it. Weighted head adds a chance to stun and slow victims. This is like an awesome mod for the steel knuckles. If when I do a fortitude run or fortitude build, I'm using the weighted head on the steel knuckles. That's for sure. But when I fighting zombies, I usually want bleeding, but I usually want to attack with the spear as well. So this spear does less melee damage than this machete is doing a lot of melee damage. But the spear is what I... Hmm. The spear is usually my go-to weapon, and when you power attack with it, the power attack has a lot of damage. It usually drops zombies. Oh, the machete has a natural bleeding? Ah. So the machete already has a natural bleeding, so I can have the machete with the weighted head. And that's funny because I did not see that on the XML. That's the screamer dying on my spikes. This is not on the XML. I don't think it actually has bleeding damage. But the idea is using two weapons on two melee weapons on Horde Knight. One of them is the default weapon, which is going to be the spear. I like the range of the spear, despite the fact that it's not doing as much damage to as this machete. The first time that's happened, I'll have to get used to that. I don't know. I like the range. I hit more easily with the steel spear, and it feels like I'm doing more damage with it. But the idea is having one that does bleeding for most zombies, but the radiated and the demolishers, I want to them, well, the demolishers maybe not. Demolishers maybe I want them to continue and get killed by the uh, dart traps, electric fences. But the radiated, I want them to drop down. So if I hit them with the one with the weighted head, they have a bigger chance of dropping down and having to come up the path again. Uh, However, I will need a rad remover on that guy. And the rad remover, because if it's going to be used on the radiated and adding burning, I mean, bleeding, natural bleeding, supposedly, you see 0% here. This is the actual data. So I think when clicking here on the machete, this is like, the stat is not real. I don't think this 20% exists. Um, so but let's say it does. Bleeding, burning, not getting regeneration, and drops to the ground. So excellent. Uh, but it needs to be in the place of the hunter mod. Um, so yeah, that's the combination of my 1-2 punch. Radiated, drop them down. Non-radiated, make them bleed. So 2 hours video of not doing much. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.